What we are realizing today is that the discovery of any Martian life will shockingly change the way we see our world.
That tells us that life is developed on 2 planets in one solar system, and we know immediately that it cannot be a rare event. If it were, these planets with life would be very thinly scattered across the heavens. If we find life on Mars, it tells us that we are not alone, and that implication is far greater than the discovery of life on Mars itself. In fact, not only are we not alone, but we are one, just one, among trillions of inhabited planets in this observable universe, most of which are billions of years beyond us in their age and their level of development.
Life on Mars means we may be just newborn infants of an unimaginably vast galactic family. But was Mars really once a planet teeming with life? Does abundant life exist there today? Are there signs of past intelligent life? A human setting foot on the surface of Mars may be the only way we can truly know if there is evidence of life, past or present, on the red planet. A manned exploration to Mars would also resolve the mystery of Cydonia once and for all.
One way or the other, the resolution would be there. It is or it is not a sign of life.
A future mission to Mars begins with a shuttle launch into Earth's orbit.
Performance nominal.
The crew of astronauts would be delivered to a waiting spacecraft that will take them on their 6-month journey to Mars. The crew will spend 1 year exploring Mars, then travel 6 months home. One optimistic price tag for such a 2-year mission, about $5 billion. The red planet would become our new frontier. And the implications of what we may find there could be the most profound discovery of all. Setting foot on Martian soil may reveal not only the mystery of Mars, but the mysteries of our universe.
It's television that takes you into the eye of the storm. Join TLC for the real-life
influence us some 5,000 years ago. Ancient sky watchers observed the aggressive paths and blood-red colors of Mars as it moved across the heavens. This observation so fascinated early astronomers that it inspired a mythology symbolized by the deity Mars, the god of war. It was embraced by Western civilizations that thrived on passion, aggression, and war. Today, the same mythology deeply influences us in our conquest of space and our desire to make the planet of our ancient dreams into a world of our own. In 1958, the newly created National Aeronautics and Space Administration had inaugurated an aggressive campaign into space. Reaching the planet Mars was a battle certain to be won. The successful launch of the first of the Mariner missions in 1964 was the turning point in our understanding of Mars. Mariners 6 and 7 together returned nearly 300 pictures of the Martian surface in their flyby missions. Mariner 9 returned over 7,000. The images revealed no water-bearing canals, no thriving cities, no sentient communities. Rather, a planet with a desolate, crater-pocked landscape, no bridges or signs of life, intelligent or otherwise. The end of the Lowell era was at hand. But among the canyons, rocky terrain, and volcanoes, Mariner 9 observed dry, meandering riverbeds, evidence that water had once flowed freely in a warm, hospitable climate. Did life once exist on Mars? Would traces of it be evident on the planet's surface? The answer would come from the Viking 1 and 2 missions of the 70s. Each Viking was comprised of an orbiter and a lander. It would be America's boldest, most audacious mission yet to the Red Planet. In July 1976, Viking was the first spacecraft to safely land on another planet. All eyes were frozen to the monitors as Viking sent back the first photograph ever seen from the Martian landscape. Scientists waited for Viking to transmit results of its experiments for the possibility of life. Expectations were high when NASA announced its conclusion. Despite the consensus of the scientific community, the inventor of one Viking life detection test disagrees.
We ran 9 experiments at the 2 lander sites. All 9 were consistent for the presence of life on Mars.
Dr. Gilbert Levin claims that his labeled release experiment on Viking did find life on Mars. But the verdict on life is not yet in. The outcome will be determined by scientific breakthroughs that are coming over the horizon. Images transmitted by Viking have fueled another debate about Mars. As orbiters returned 52,000 pictures, one unusually interesting photo transmitted and received into NASA computers was given little attention. At the time, no one regarded this picture with any significance, until a NASA employee eventually observed an unusual feature on the photo and curiously labeled it head. It was filed away deep within NASA archives. Three years later, Vincent DiPietro, an electrical engineering consultant for NASA, heard about the photo and retrieved it from the archives at NASA's Goddard Space Center.
When I saw this